Hello, I'm Wicked Willow, and I'm here to give you a brief juggling tutorial at Townsend Park in Watertown, New York. Ready? Let's do this. So, before we start with 3 balls, we're going to start with 2. We're going to start with a specific pattern. And that pattern is 1 in each hand parallel like railroad tracks, about foot's width apart, just outside your feet. Get yourself nice and limber. And what we're going to do is we're going to throw my level, and when the ball's at the top, that's when we throw the second one. So top, 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 and we get a nice little rhythm going. Now when you first start, you won't have that rhythm. You're going to throw off to the side at weird angles. You're going to make all kinds of weird gesticulations. That's normal. But as you practice it for hours and hours, what you're looking for is a nice, consistent, minimal motion every time. See that? Also, it's a little hard to see this on camera. I am not looking at the balls. I'm looking past the balls. In some martial arts circles, this is called looking beyond the mountain, and the idea is you actually track motion better when you're unfocused, when you're not paying attention to what you're looking at. If you're focused the way you do when you're reading, you're doing it wrong. The idea is to unfocus your vision, which actually takes a little bit of getting used to. But juggling actually really helps that, and once you get it figured out, your situational awareness will be better overall, one of the many benefits of juggling. So once you get this first pattern down, you switch to 2 in one hand, and it's the same thing. When one ball's at the height, that's when you throw the second, except they're both going in the same direction. And you practice both of these moves till you get them nice and consistent. And I had to drop there. Don't worry about that. Dropping is normal. No one's going to hate you for occasionally dropping. They're going to be more impressed by how much and how long you can keep up. It's all part of the learning process. Don't overthink it. Don't overstress about the occasional drop. So, to review, the 2 moves you practice with 2 balls before you move on to 3 are the cross ball, and in the same direction. And in both cases, you want a really nice, consistent, minimum motion where you're throwing when one ball is at eye level. Now, once you get those 2 moves put together, that's when you add the 3rd ball. And juggling 3 balls mostly is just doing those 2 motions at the same time, which is why you practice both of those first. And there is an adjustment period between being able to do those 2 motions and be able to juggle 3 balls. You're going to have a lot of drops. It's going to be frustrating. It's going to be annoying. But if you're clever, if you're hardworking, if you just push through the frustration until you build up a rhythm, you will get where you want to be. You will be able to juggle, juggle, juggle to your heart's content. Some other notes. You perform the way you practice. That is to say, you should always practice under the assumption that someone's watching you. And whether or not someone's watching you, if you stumble, make it part of the dance, which means if you drop, you just pick it up. You be all cool, you be fanciful, you don't stress about it, and you keep going. I have actually dropped juggling balls in live community theater performances, and I don't think anyone noticed. I don't think anyone cared. They were just impressed I could juggle at all in front of a live audience. You just do you. Don't worry about the occasional slip up. People will remember your successes more than your failures, especially if you're good-natured about them. Especially if you don't throw a fit, especially if you just pick it up and move on. And that's my tutorial for today. thank you for watching. This has been Wicked Willow. Like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz.